Hey guys, Foxdrop here, bringing you a live game commentary. This is another one of my Elo Hell videos, which is where I play on my account, which is around Bronze Elo, and I play and I try to teach you a bit about how to carry an Elo Hell, or you know what you guys would call Elo Hell, or some call Elo Hell, how to carry a low Elo, I should say. You know, and I also showcase different junglers, or just different characters in general, which are, you know, stuff which I'm not as good with, or stuff I want to practice, or just things which you guys have asked to see. So in this specific game, I need to close some things first. And in this specific game, I am playing Evelynn jungle. Let me close this. This will do. Maybe. Okay, let me close something else too. So I'm playing Evelynn jungle this game. And Eve is someone who I have always underestimated until very recently, really. I'm not too ashamed to admit that. You know, that's really, just flat out not. I've not really rated Evelynn, but I rate her now. There are a few reasons for that. Firstly, I just want to say runes and masteries probably have already been on the screen, but they are, because I'm on like a Smurf account, they're not ideal. I believe I'm 21-9-0 for my masteries, and I'm like Magic Pen Reds, AP Quints, Armor Yellows, and AP per level Blues, or something like that. I believe that's what my rune page is. You can probably run some different stuff as well though. But that's a pretty good page for me. Hybrid Pen will probably be perfect actually on her. But regardless, so the reason why Eve is so good is because when you pick Eve, when you're playing Eve, you force the enemy into playing a completely different playstyle, totally different playstyle than to what they would be used to playing as. No other jungler has the same kind of pressure as Eve has without actually applying direct pressure, if that makes any sense. Basically, you can't really ward versus her unless you're spending a lot of money on pink wards. You don't have a lot of vision on her, so just from that fact, like the fact that she could be anywhere at any time, really puts a lot of pressure onto a lot of players. They'll just be, a lot of people are very scared of Eve because they don't know where she is, which is quite rightly so. Now when you are playing Eve, when you're clearing, something which I didn't do when I was clearing my blue buff because I'm bad, you want to position yourself so that your Q is hitting as many creeps as possible in the camp. As far as the path went this game, I've just done a level 3 path, like a standard double buff level 3 path. It looks as though this bot lane, they have a very strange support. I've got J support, but I'm looking at him. He would have only bought a pink ward, a green ward, sorry. So they don't know I'm here. They don't know I'm here unless it's warded in this bush, perhaps. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it might be warded in this bush. If this Ali could combo them, we'd get a kill on him. Okay, maybe he didn't have his. Oh, Ash wants this. Ah, Ash got it. Okay, so there you go. That works out for me. Ash went proper ballsy for that and got away with it. It was worth it for the first blood, and I got the assist. So that's cool. Now I don't really want to push this, just because, firstly, at lower reloads, people get very mad at you when you do push lanes. They think you're just screwing them over, regardless of whether or not it's the right thing to do. They just get a bit angry at you, and a lot of times it's not really worth the anger. And as you can see with me just lane taxing this, shit, I almost mugged that up because I actually used my E on the creep there. That was good by Ali though. See, because I froze this, the lane is pushing in our favour. Or into Ash's favour, really. It doesn't affect me too much. Is she here? Okay, they're setting up a gank. Well, they're trying to. We're not going to get anything here, so that's cool. But now Ash has this minion wave to work with, and if she freezes this lane, it would push back into a tower, which is kind of what she's doing now. So I'm just kind of looking around for ganks on Eve. Like I say, the fact that you force people to play very differently means you can be very aggressive early. And I see here that Annie got really, really low, and she's probably just going to be recalling under a tower, so I might be able to kill her here. Wow, she's already gone. Holy shit, didn't expect that. That was pretty quick. Maybe I should use my W to get there quicker. But okay, so I'm not going to get her, so I'm just going to take away Malphite's jungle. Got my smite up, so I can just use that for the big one. Eve clears very, very quickly, apart from like her, yeah, she clears pretty quickly basically, and later on her ulti makes it very good for engages. So I'm just gonna go bot again because why not? Although they're running away from me, which makes me very suspicious that they've pink warded it somewhere, which is possible.
Into the night.
There's Malphite, but Malphite can't really do anything, I don't think. Hopefully I don't die though. Okay, I thought we'd have a bit more on that, but oh well. So this Ash is gonna die too. I'm a bit perplexed as to how that managed. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is the thing which is happening. Is that this Jace, sorry, because there's an Alistar Ashe versus Jace MF, we can't really do these extended fights like that, which is, you know, a mistake, which was my bad, where I thought we could go in on that, because usually support plus AD plus jungler, considering it's Malphite as well, Malphite isn't very strong at early levels, he's not got much, he's just not got much to him. I thought we could take that, but Jace is not really a support. At this level anyway, he's just, you know, he's as strong as anyone else. So it's basically kind of like 2 carries versus... Hello Malphite, you can take my jungle dude. I don't think Kha'Zix is paying attention, which is why I'm pinging. And he used his flash earlier, I saw, so... Yeah, I'm not going to get over that wall, sunshine. I saw Shen ult on me. Please, no, oh my goodness. Okay, well, people surviving on really low is unlucky, but it's fine, like it works for us. Because they're blowing loads of flashes. They're blowing, Annie blew our summoners there. Malphite got really low, so it means that he's gonna have to recall. It's fine. And this Jace is probably gonna die too, because we have a bot lane that's roaming like crazy. But this is the only thing. This bot lane should not be roaming. Like, yes, they got the kill there, which is good, but look at Ash's level. She's level 3. She's level 3 7 minutes into the game, compared to her bot lane, which are both level 5. This Ashe needs level. She's got 19 CS. I mean, everyone's CS is pretty low at low reload. People don't really farm too much, but like, I'm pretty low on level just because I've been ganking quite a lot. But she shouldn't be roaming. If you are this Ashe, you shouldn't be roaming. It doesn't matter about the kill. If you got the kill or not, that doesn't matter. Because look at all the, like, she's just missing out on all the XP. It's not worth it. 100% not worth it. I'm just going to take away this blue buff here because I feel as though I trust in my ability to use this blue buff to good effectiveness. Like, I'm kind of far behind that I could very use this blue buff, which obviously is what I'm doing. And Kha'Zix doesn't necessarily need it. He's got his tier. He's only level 6. He doesn't really need the blue buff too much. It's not like he's an Anivia or something. If you're a Anivia, someone who was very mana hungry, I would definitely be gifting it over to him, but he doesn't necessarily need it. And Annie's got the blue buff, and she blew her flash early. So if she's blown her flash, I already know that she's going to be a pretty good place to gank. Which is, once I get level 6, she's going to be... I have my eyes on her. I'm actually quite far behind, which is why I'm farming so heavily. Top lane is... Let's see what's top lane like. Getting destroyed a bit. And Kha'Zix is dead as well. I might be able to pick up this kill though. Probably not.
An ally has been slain. If I must.
Just. I'm not very experienced with Eve, which makes plays like that very risky for me. Extremely risky for me. See, this is what I mean about people complaining about you pushing their lane. I just killed Annie. Annie's not going to be here. Why wouldn't I push this lane? Like, Annie's not going to be able to get this. If I can get this into the tower, Annie will miss all of this. And it'll force someone like, it'll force Malphite, yeah, to come and hold, or I'm going to die probably. Swim, fish. Do I have any mana for my W? I don't think he's got any mana. There you go. I'm alive. And if Shen had missed his taunt, we would have killed Malphite here as well. I didn't think it through entirely, but at the same time, I wasn't really that scared of Malphite, just because I know he's not really got anything on me. I trusted my ability to survive. But that was kind of risky play. But it's still that's blown his flash. That's blown Malphite's flash, which is good for us. Like just little things like this that doesn't show up on the scoreboard. What just happened there with Malphite does not show up on the scoreboard, but it will show up. It makes a difference because now he doesn't have his flash, his ultimate. Sorry, not his flash. So that's kind of a big deal when you're playing Malphite. Once you hit 6, you get so much more pressure just because of that ultimate. So if you don't have that ult, it's kind of a big deal. The item which I just bought now as well is this Elder Lizard item. I bought that because it's really good on Eve because it procs off all of your Qs, your hate spikes. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, hate spikes. Procs off your hate spikes, so it just does quite a lot of damage. But after that, I'm just going to build a lot of AP. Now I'm going to go in for this Kennen because that Shen kind of needs my help. Not overly, but kind of. If I can just attack this Kennen, I'll be able to pop my red buff on him. There we go. This is kind of risky. Ganking top is risky at this point because Dragon is up. But at lower elos, people don't really take away dragons when they can. This is something which I've noticed, is that they don't really care about dragon. That people at the lower elos have quite poor kind of knowledge as far as like when to contest dragon, when to just leave dragon, you know, stuff like that. They don't really know when they should be going for it, and when they do go for it, often it's not the perfect time. So you need to really orchestrate that with your team, but at the same time it means you can get away with some plays which otherwise you probably wouldn't get away with just because you know they're not going to go for it. I sincerely hope this Ashe doesn't die here. Does this... I've got my ult up now as well, I might be able to get a double here. Jace is dead. And we get MF as well. See, this would be a good time to do Dragon. Why? Because I can see Malphite around mid lane. I can see Malphite around mid lane. So if we were all here, Shen TP'd bot, if we were all here, we could be getting this Dragon, but I'm not going to force it because if my team isn't on the same page as me, if they're not going for it like I'm going for it, then there's no point because I can't do it on my own. So it's not worth the risk. Like, it's a nice time to do Dragon, and if top wasn't getting pushed so hard, maybe I could like just spam ping everyone to come take it, but I'm just not that fussed about it. I'm not going to throw a game just because I really want, because we could have taken Dragon. Like that is probably the worst thing you can do in general when you're playing this game, is to make decisions, like at all elos this is to make like the right decision, but to not have your team behind you, because then it becomes the wrong decision and you'll lose. You'll just it just isn't worth it. You'll die, and you know you'll start raging and all that stuff. So just don't make the plays, even if they're the right plays. If they're risky, don't make them. Now I'm gonna take away this blue buff because I got my smite up, so I'm going to try and take it away. I do a lot of damage. I don't actually want to use my smite. I'm going to save it if I can. No point using it if I don't have to. There you go. So I get that. And I'm going to come bot again, because bot is losing kind of hard. Shit, they saw me.
If I must.
Or did they? Yes, they did. They definitely saw me, but I don't know whether they'll stop me. Okay, they saw me. Dodge.
From the darkness.
I'm just watching on the minimap to see what that MF was doing. I don't know why she's going up to Kha'Zix. Not too sure about that one. But yeah, people in lower elos as well don't have very good buff control. They're not usually in the right place when their buffs are respawning. They don't really even know when their buffs respawn. Like I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the game, by the way, but if I don't want to sound really big-headed and cocky when doing these videos, I don't enjoy stomping. Like, these games, they're not, you know, I guess they're enjoyable because winning is fun, but they're not. I would much rather be playing on my main account than be playing on this account. Like, I can tell you that much, like 100%. You know, it's not like this is a chore for me or anything like that, but I'm not doing this just for my own personal enjoyment and to show off and stuff. It really doesn't bother me if I win or lose on this account. I don't care. I'm just making these EO Hell videos for you guys, really. There you go, you got that. So I've gave a lot of help to this bot lane, but it doesn't really matter. It's not making that much difference, which is kind of troubling, but it also just means that I need to spend more time there. And there's nothing, that's fine. Holy shit, I'm dead. That was my bad. I was on such low health, but I didn't think I'd die if he just turned on me. I lost my double bust for that as well, which was pretty poor. I should have used the second potion in my inventory, but I thought with the shield for my ultimate and just the fact that I was on, you know, I had like 700 health. 700 health plus the shield for my ulti, I would have survived. But he absolutely destroyed me. I didn't think that through. That was poor by me, but not that bad because at least he died, I suppose. I wasn't like I was on a killing spree or something. I'm going to be buying this Leandre's item next, just because I like good old penetration. Go on, Kha'Zix. You got this, bro. Why would you jump away? Flashbacking. Oh shit. Yeah, that wasn't the wisest thing I've seen all day.
Shadows beckon.
Please. Oh, sugar plum. Why does Tears have so much health? Oh shit, that was good. We can get this now. Someone please, kill him! Good lord, this is so awful. Come here, Tibbers. I'm gonna fucking... Oh my god, it disappeared. I was about to smite it. God damn. Tibbers is worth bank as well. If I'd got that, I'd have had a pretty penny. This is so awkward. Like these guys are getting away on such low health. It's kind of why people like the assassin junglers or people who can mop up really well are really good at this EO, because in fights like that, you know, there's always a risk when you're playing an assassin or someone who can mop things up, because they're like, the risk is that you get focused, you're squishy, you'll die. That's the risk involved with playing assassins. So if you can play where people are not really paying attention to you, or you know, they're not overly aware of where you are, or their teammates aren't overly aware that their team is on low health or something like that, basically just in general, stuff like that. Assassins are a lot easier to play in those environments, and lower elo is definitely where that is prominent. You know, players aren't overly aware of things like that. Now I'm very, very, very wanting of this. It's gonna stun us both, but hopefully we can still get away with this. Don't push out this Kha'Zix. Fantastic. I see Jace coming up for me as well, and I know Malphite's around where Shen is. Let's pop my potion. We can kill this guy actually. He got blowed up. See, this is... Oh shit. I can't really help this though, because I'll die. I think... Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is why I don't play Eve enough to really know these things. But I think... I'm not entirely sure if this is true or not. But I think if I'm standing in a bush and I start getting eyes above my head, like that they're walking close to me, that means that bush is warded, because they can see me in that bush. I think that's the case. Come on, come on, don't frag hunt, fuck the frag hunt. You know, things more important than kills. That's another thing which, lower elo, something which people don't quite understand necessarily. You know, again, I don't want to sound patronising or anything like that, but people are they're very focused on getting kills, as if kills win the game alone, which isn't true. Oh shit. I don't think she can really stop this, you know. If I walk this way and talk this way and run the fuck away this way, I should be fine, and I'm fine. So I've taken away 2 of the enemy's blue buffs. I haven't done anything for red buff, which is kind of poor. I probably could be invading a lot more, but I mean, I'm kind of well, I don't know, I played pretty shit this game, but you know, I'm still having a lot of pressure. I'm just looking around the map of shit to do. I want to defend mid, but Eve isn't... She's doing in my jungle. Step off. How dare they try to take my jungle away from me. I really, really want to recall because I've got so much gold. I'm going to forward my Andrews flat out. I'm going to have so much damage now. So, like I was saying earlier, you get the Spirit of the Lizard Elder item, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, sorry. And then you just build AP. You just become an AP caster pretty much. Deathfire Grasp is really good on her, you know, along with all the standard AP items. So, what's it? Death Cap is really good. Void Staff is really good. Okay. Wampage. I don't really want all these kills, to be honest. I don't want the kills, but I know that I can carry if I do have the kills. I'm not playing a necessarily huge carry champion, but I still have faith in my ability to carry, so I don't mind. I'll get the kills. You don't necessarily have to go Elder Lizard and then AP. You can go very, very tanky on Evelyn. I've seen people go, you know, just Spirit of the Ancient Golem, Randuin, Sunfire, like just really tanky on Eve, and it works because the whole concept of Eve isn't really about her being an AP caster. I mean, the burst is really nice and stuff, but the fact that you're invisible and the fact that you have your ulti to engage is pretty much enough to the extent where you can then go ahead and build something else. You know, you don't need to be AP. So let's see. Fuck it. I'm going for a Deathfire because I kind of like that. I like the fact that I'm really fed. So if like I was saying earlier, the fact that assassins are really good just because people's awareness positioning isn't great. So if I can creep up on people and blow them up, that can be really good for me. But maybe I should go like a spell pen build as well. If I had like Abyssal or something, do I really? Yeah, Abyssal. Actually, Abyssal would be perfect. Jace, what the fuck, not Jace. Kennen and Annie, obviously, their two solo laners are both AP champions. Oh, damn, a ninja gang from Annie. But also, Malphite has a lot of magic damage, so even MF has a lot of magic damage with their basic attack. This smited Tibbers. Finally, I smote the bear. Smoty the bear. Okay.
It takes a lot of effort to move.
That was pretty good. That was just a standard counter gang. That was a good roam by Kha'Zix to come help that out. Now I want to save these minions slightly. I want some of them to survive because okay, it doesn't really matter in this instance, but if I have a minion, if there are minions that are alive that I can then ravage next to a tower, that ravage will increase my attack speed, and it means I can then take away the tower even quicker. So here we go. Let's just do it. This tower for example. Let's push this out a little bit. Fuck, I'm not gonna be able to do it. God damn it! I'm trying to make a video, Misfortune. Please. You get the idea. So you leave the creeps alive, and then you're just like boom, pop your E on one of them. You get ravage. You get more attack speed. You take away a tower even faster. Rinse and repeat. Shit, I need loads of gold, don't I? Okay. Alright, so let's be a bit of a ward bot now. I mean, one of the typical like criticisms of lower elo is that people never ward, and to be fair, people don't ward as much as they should in lower elo, but the biggest thing that I've noticed is not that people don't ward, it's like the quality of their warding is pretty poor. So they don't know when, they'll ward at poor times, they'll ward in poor places. It's not really a question of the actual warding itself. God, I'm so strong. Fuck you, Tibbers. God damn it. So close. Okay, she's dead. I wonder how much damage Tibbers did to me, because he was kind of beating my ass for a long time then. Like 200 damage. I don't know. it's just, I don't think I can really see how much damage Tibbers did to me because you've got the actually no, I think that was the summon Tibbers rather than the activation of it, rather than her ult. It was actually Tibbers. 200 damage to me. 200 damage is actually not that lot. That's like 10% of my health. It seemed as though Tibbers was beating the crap out of me. Apparently I was okay, but that was, you know, that was the fact that I died is not great, but I'm not too upset with how I played that. I obviously it was kind of unlucky because, you know, give me another second and I would have killed Annie, obviously, because she survived really low. But it's more, you know, I took away MF from that fight. I then took away Annie from that fight afterwards. So, and then we aced them. So anytime you ace them, you can't be too upset with how you played, because you should know that at least you must have been doing something right. If you've aced them, then you did something right, basically. And, you know, you could just argue that, oh, you did nothing, Kha'Zix did it all, but I think I did. You don't necessarily need to get all the kills to have a lot of impact in team fights. Now would be a good time to start gifting away red buff to the AD carries. But Ashe doesn't really, of all the AD carries to have put red buff on, Ashe is probably the worst just because she has her Q, which is kind of like a, you know, she has a slow, but that doesn't mean that just because Ashe has a slow that she doesn't need red buff. Red buff is good on Ashe, very good on Ashe. I just mean that it's not, out of all the ADs, it's probably the worst on Ashe, but it's still good on her. The reason I'm not giving it to her though is, firstly, I'm confident in my ability to carry with this red buff. It's very good on Eve as well. And secondly, Ashe is not that strong at the moment, so it doesn't really matter if she has red buff. I'd rather, if Kha'Zix wanted it, I'd give it to him, but I wouldn't want to give it to Ashe. Although, having said that, you know, if she was like, give me this red buff, I'd give it to her because it's not worth the argument, you know. I've encountered people, not just at this elo, obviously, this happens at every elo. This is a tip for solo queue in general. If people are going to be really stubborn about stuff and start arguments, start fights, when it really doesn't matter, just let them, you know, just let them do it. It doesn't matter. Why has he got a GA? I'm kind of confused. Is that a GA? Yeah, that is a GA. Okay, so he actually has a GA. Smite Tibbers. So this Annie has given me 100 gold so far. Thank you very much, Annie. Much obliged. Probably gonna be over this wall. I'm slowing him down so he can't shit. Kinda wanna be close for Shen, but oh my god, no. Kha'Zix jumped into me with MF double up on, that was pretty poor. Shen, if you are Shen in this instance, don't just ulti like a really fed guy. I know I'm the fed guy, but ulti Kha'Zix. I mean, that was kind of like a poor place to fight. Too close to the tower, so Kha'Zix and me can't get 2 carries. Basically, Kha'Zix and me are both like assassin characters. Like I've said the word assassin like a million times this video, but we're very assassin-y characters. So if we're fighting under tower, it's really hard for us to get, unless we're proper full out diving them, it's really hard to get close to the carries because they just run. We can't jump under the tower and kill them. So unless it's a flat out dive, like if Ali just flat out dived and whatever, and then we had that protection there. Jesus, I do so much damage. Come on, why am I?
Into the night.
May not be wise by then. I don't know. They thought they were trapping us, but actually, we were the ones with the trap. It was a top. I've actually played pretty poor this game. I mean, I suppose this is a nice way to just showcase non-stomps. basically the only times I've died is when I've played team fights poorly or misjudged my power. And when you're playing champions you're unfamiliar with, like I'm unfamiliar with Evelyn. I don't know why that Ali didn't use his ultimate, but whatever. I'm unfamiliar with Eve, and so whenever you're playing champions you're unfamiliar with, you will make a mistake. You'll die a lot. Why? Because you underestimate yourself or you overestimate yourself. Basically, you miss out on opportunities which otherwise you would have got just because you're unsure about the character itself. So, in my case, I've died a lot because I thought I could take people. Maybe I've lost out on some kills which I could have got. Why did I just take that ray? But that's what comes with inexperience. Even though I'm a diamond player and I'm playing at like bronze elo, you know, you could be arguing that I suck dick and I should be carrying really hard, which is kind of true. Like I do suck, but you know, I'm not really. I'm not even tryharding, guys. I don't even want to win. No, I'm obviously not playing well, but when you're not playing champs, you really like. I've literally played Eve like 2 or 3 times in my whole life. That's how inexperienced I am with her. So, and those weren't even recently. They were like ages ago when Eve mid was really strong, back when Shushay made her popular. But you know, this is what happens if you go into ranked games playing champions you're unfamiliar with, just because you think, oh, I don't need to be familiar with these champions, then you won't be effective. He just, oh, I thought he flash shoot me. Oh, well, that's a flash gun. But I mean, if a diamond player can play not great at bronze, just because he's playing a champion he's unfamiliar with, then yeah, of course, like you shouldn't be playing champions you're not familiar with in ranks. You know, if you want to win, that is. If you just want to practice them and have fun, then yeah, that's fine. Obviously, I'm not saying you shouldn't be playing these champions, but if you are playing these champions, don't expect to harness like the best win rates that you will have. See, Shen should be ulting. Should be, if I was Shen here, I'd be going top lane just to push this out, and then when we go to fight, he'll just ult in. That's kind of like the magic of Shen. You can put pressure on a one lane and still have pressure on the other lane because you've got your ulti, which is global. But they have AoE damage care. Okay. Well, I don't really think that's. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I think he means he can only shield one guy, but they have AoE damage, so be careful. There you go. So that's that flash blown. Flashes on these engaged champions like Malphite are pretty OP. Just especially at lower elo, because if you have flash and your ultimate up when you're playing Malphite, that's probably why whenever I played at this elo, everyone's like ban Malphite, because people get caught out like exactly like this. Like this was. Shen didn't even get in, did he? But I think he's dead. He's not dead. What on earth happened? Where was Ali? I'm kind of perplexed. They literally just walked up to us and destroyed us. Warding Baron, okay. So we just got quite out of position, that was poor. I think we need to be a lot more careful with how. I mean, okay, this is actually kind of good, to be honest, because the way that happened was that what's his face, Malphite walked up to Ashe, that's the one. Malphite literally strolled up to Ashe and ulted her in the face, and that was that. Like, there was nothing interesting about that play, nothing good about the way Malphite engaged. He literally walked up to Ashe and clicked his ult on her and got her in the ulti. The reason why it works is because at lower elos, obviously people get caught out like that all the time. And this is perfect, because this is what you guys say to me. You're like, how do I carry people like this who are always getting caught out of position? And that's exactly what happened. She got caught out of position. So hopefully, I might be able to show how to carry when you get caught out of position. Firstly, as the first tip for you, I'm not raging at Ashe. You don't rage at them if they make a mistake like that. Oh god, I'm gonna miss the smite on her. Jesus, that got popped really fast.
If I
You don't rage at them, and it doesn't matter. You know, they got the inhib, yes, that's very bad, but it's not the end of the world. We can push out this mid lane. We can try and make a push onto the tower, but we can't really dive them because they have such good CC and such AoE damage. We don't want to dive them, we just want to put pressure on them. So it's actually really hard for us to push these waves because we don't really have anything to siege the tower with. We've got Ashe, that's pretty much it. And we don't, I personally anyway, don't want this Ashe sieging towers. Because it's actually a skill. Sieging towers is a skill. You know, it's a skill to do it and not get caught out of position. And if Ashe gets caught out of position standing in the middle of the lane, then if she's trying to poke hits on the tower without getting caught out of position, that's not going to happen. Oh, okay. Jeez, I'm getting shredded though. That's a good thing about having Baron though. It doesn't... within reason, I can take a lot of damage and still be fine. Let's see. If Malphite's has no ult, that's actually a huge deal, but I don't know whether we can dive. I feel as though we could just be killing this. If I were Kha'Zix, this MF would just be dying, like... She'd already be dead, because she's standing in really dumb positions. She's standing out a bit too far to poke us. And as such, she's gonna get killed. She's making herself very, very vulnerable. There's no real point just being here because we don't get any poke off onto the tower, so it's kind of pointless. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. Like I say, in order to siege this, we... Oh shit. Yeah, this is a good idea though. This is a good idea. Go, 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 go. Oh shit, that's up again. Come here. Nice jump. You can get that, okay. Alright, this is something which Kha'Zix players as well, or any character with resets, like Katarina, Kha'Zix, they are very, very cautious because they don't want to get caught out. They don't want to jump in and take the kill because they'll think, oh no, I'll just die after. When they don't realise they have resets. So if he jumped in and killed her, he'd be able to jump out instantly again, so he wouldn't die. There was no risk in that play whatsoever. Now the super creeps up, so I get huge attack speed all the time with my Ravage. Ravage. Attack. I don't know, you can probably hear me spamming my keyboard, but that's about that's Eve mechanics for you. Hashtag Eve mechanics. I'll give you a quick demo. There you go. Hashtag Eve mechanics, guys. Now to get my Abyssal Scepter. What do I want to buy? Okay, I think I'm gonna reserve this last slot for a death cap. Man, I died so much. I always say that a good judge of how well or how good a player is, how well they're playing, is not by their score, by their kills. You know, I'm 13 kills, 14 assists, which is really good. You know, but that's not really a judge of my skill. I've always said that a good judge of your skill is how many deaths you have, not how many kills you have. 5 deaths for me here, not very good. You know, when I'm joint second highest deaths on the team, nah, that's not good enough. I should be playing a lot better than this. Deaths are a pretty big deal when you're playing solo queue. We need to be very careful. So they just came down from drag with the foot. Okay, I need to stop. This is good, this is good, this is good. Okay, she's dead. Let's take this blue and then we'll get the tower. I should probably take that mini creep so I've got the timer respawn, but I'm not really too fussed about it. There's Jesu. See you, Jesu. I'm not quite sure. That was very, very ambitious, my friend. I should probably be getting a tank item in all seriousness. I don't know whether I should be getting a death cap. My shield doesn't scale with AP. Unlike, you know, so someone like Scion or Riven, they get a lot of survivability by just building damage because they have scaling shields with like AP or AD. I don't have that. My shield doesn't scale with AP. It scales with the amount of champions hit. So it might be worth me just buying. Do we have like an Aegis on the team? We do have an Aegis, so we don't need one of those. Maybe just like a Randuin's or something. Just a lot of health, a bit more health. A bit of tankiness. No, they don't have a lot of AD. Can I solo cannon? Probably not. Definitely not Undertale. Yeah, I really should just get tanky, to be honest. We do have Shen and Alistair, who should be enough as far as tanks go, but I haven't really seen Ali do anything overly. You know, I don't think. Oh shit! Split action column would be really good though. Fudges, I don't know what to buy. I'll just go with the giant spell for now. So without sounding harsh to Alistair, but people at lower elo, often they'll pick a champion and they won't play the role like properly. You know, so for example, this Ashe has picked AD, but her positioning is not great. This Kha'Zix has picked Kha'Zix, but he's not really looking for. He's not being perfect for. Well, he's not done amazing as far as looking for assassination opportunities has gone. Is Alistair playing Ali, doesn't really know that he should just jump in and soak everything up. I'm not calling these guys bad or anything like that. I'm just saying like you shouldn't really just press tab and see, oh, we've got Shen, we've got an Alistair, they'll tank for me, I don't need tank. This is kind of like the cool thing about Eve, is you can like just fade away. You can fade away nuke people. But it's worth it. She turned around to kill me, but I knew if she turned around to kill me, Kha'Zix would probably be able to kill her. Yeah, so that's. I mean, if I didn't have a giant spell, then I would have died a lot earlier, and or at least I would have had to run away from a fight. Just because I would have been so low to try and survive, I would have had to run away. And if I had to run away, I wouldn't have been able to contribute to those last 2 kills. And I'm pretty sure without me, we probably wouldn't have got those last 2 kills because I was putting down quite a lot of pain. And if we didn't get those last 2 kills, we wouldn't be here pushing down these Nexus towers. So pretty much that was my Eve game, guys. I know I played far from perfect, but you know, it's still. You know, whatever, it's still just kind of how you play Eve. Yeah, so I hope you found this video somewhat useful as far as carrying low elo perhaps, or just playing Eve jungle in general. Thank you for watching very much, guys. You should come check me out on my Twitter, which is at Foxdrop, like Facebook, which is /Foxdrop. All that lovely stuff. But thank you for watching, guys. And I'll see you in my next video.